16th chapter in the first verse. And wise is having a showing discernment and good judgment. We know what a woman is. Don't have to go there. We all know. Okay, bills is to constructing or being joined together. So I even see her here as Power Face Ministry. We are being built by our leaders. And if we join together, we constructed, we're stronger. And we can reach the world. We can reach the north, the south, the east, and the west. And we can bring in people, into the kingdom. And I kind of thought about, this doesn't have a lot to do with it, but I thought about Peter when he said, launch out into the deep and let down your net. So he's wanting us, we got to launch out. And we got to get out from these walls and bring the people in. And I just thank God for being part of this ministry. I'm very grateful. I would like to call your attention to a few chapters or verses that I have. It says, in the fear of the Lord, she is strong and confident. Her children have a place of refuge. James 1:5. If you need wisdom, ask our generous God. He will give it to you and not rebuke you. Proverbs 14:33b. Wisdom rests in the heart of one that has understanding. Wisdom is the power of judging rightly and following the soundest course of action based on knowledge, experience, and understanding. As I said, wise is having or showing discernment and good judgment. 2 Kings, the fourth chapter, 1 through 6 verses. I'm reminded of a widow woman who went to the prophet Elisha with her problem. The creditors were going to take her sons for a debt that was owed. The prophet asked her, what do you have in your house? She said, just a bottle of oil. He said to her, go and borrow vessels, empty vessels. Shut the door, and with the full vessel, fill all of the empty vessels. And it's supernatural. So she did as he told her. She filled every empty vessel that she had in her house with the full vessel. She filled all the empty vessels with the full vessel that she already had in her house. By following the man of God orders, she gained knowledge and applied it in a wise way. Her needs were met as she was instructed. She sold the oil and paid the debt and had money left over for her sons and herself to live out of. Amen. I'm reminded of another wise woman. I remember when she corrected me. She always said I was quite going, but she said I have it easy. She said, but there's an uneasy side there too also. So my mother knew me. So I remember once my sister that I was next to, she always out-talked me. I don't know why I did it, but I always watched. And my mother gave me a good beating. I never forgot it. I don't think she beat me anymore. But she was instructing me that you love your sister, and you don't just beat her because she cannot talk. So anyway, I learned a lesson. I never forgot that. So I would say my mother was a wise woman. And she taught us about God's word. And she was the first woman that I learned to trust. Her good judgment. She was very knowledgeable, had very good insight, and making it possible decisions and helping us through tough times when the need was great. I learned to pray and believing I can make it with God's help. Amen. When we have needs, women of God, we can go to the source, our maker, our provider. His strength, encouragement, healing, direction, knowledge, favor, love, his spirit never runs out, but continue flowing in us.
Yes.
He is helping us to get through the night, the dark experience, protecting us, blessing us, so we can share and encourage others. At a young age, I married, soon realizing it was not a good choice. But I began to equip myself with new skills. The situation became life-threatening. Praying and being advised by my pastor and attorney, I asked God for help.
Wow.
As God directed me, I kept silent. I moved and was able to support me and my sons with the help and favor of God, with employment, needed no financial assistance, neither depended on someone else to support us. Wisdom is knowledge, knowing how to use it. God will guide us and direct us and helping us make better choices.
Amen.
Traveling life road, we face the good and the bad. How we handle it makes the difference. Seeing the glass half full or half empty.
Well.
Sometimes we have to encourage ourselves.
Amen.
Staying in God's word, in his will, in the church, and around godly people.
That's right.
As a youth Sunday school teacher, at the end of class, one of my teenage students approached me saying, "Mrs. Goines, I won't be seeing you anymore." And I asked, "Why? And where are you going?" She said, "I'm going to run away. My parents said I'm a troublemaker." Thinking fast and directed her to the pastor as I began speaking with the pastor concerning her. My pastor assured me that he would take care of the matter.
Amen.
She's still saved, working in the church, finished high school and college. Take all of your emptiness to God. The broken relationships, hurts, disappointment, failures, life problems. Take it all to Jesus. He will fill the emptiness, your vessels, with love.